Welcome back to Caring for Seniors on Buzz TV. I'm your host, Mike White, and on Caring for Seniors, we are meeting with individuals that are helping our senior communities live, adapt, get insurance, and do all the things that they need to live a great life. Join us today. We have Karen Ansell with Secure Choices Insurance Services. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So Dave and I sit down with businesses and we talk about all the great things they're doing. But starting with Dave, what is the biggest thing going on right now with the senior community?
Well, there are a lot of new communities opening up now. As this population ages, there's a great need, and there's a lot of innovation, a lot of new amenities, a lot of things that just make these communities. I mean, they're just not like the home that it used to be, and that so many of our seniors have in their mind. So it's just really a very engaging, very thriving. It's not just healthcare anymore. It's really fully lifestyle, engaged lifestyle, so that it's not just a room, but you're engaged. You live a full life with a lot of amenities, a lot of options. The flip side of it is we still have a healthcare staffing crisis.
Yes.
And some communities are doing well through that and have a good, stable staff, have good management. Some aren't. And we definitely, that's kind of the inside stuff that we know, that we protect our clients and we take them to the places that are doing a good job, because a good chunk of them aren't.
So the good work that Oasis Seniors Advisors is doing, and what's a misconception people have about Oasis?
That they either have to pay us, or that we only work with a couple of communities and that we don't have a full spectrum of options for them. But yeah, our service is free. We have agreements with just about every community in Northeast Florida. And so we, our deal is, I want to find you the place that's best for you, because they all pay us the same, so it matters not to us. But we want to find the place that's best for our clients.
Karen, tell me about your business.
Secure Choices Insurance Services. We are a large agency brokerage. I represent over 60 different companies, so we're totally unbiased. We get a list of Medicare recipients, doctors, hospitals, medications, and then we compare all the different companies. We listen to what they're looking for, kind of like David, because we have to listen to what the client needs, whether it be dental or vision or over the counter, and then we match the insurance company with the client. And I've been doing it over 34 years and very proud of my company.
34 years. How did you get started in this business?
I was a waitress for about 8 years down in Sarasota, Florida, and I had a friend of mine who worked for a large insurance agency down there, and he kept bugging me to try it, Karen. So I did, and that company actually also worked with Medicare recipients. That was the biggest age group, and I fell in love with the Medicare people. They just the best people to work for. And was very successful with that company, and in 1992 came to Jacksonville and opened a satellite office for them. And then in 99, even though that was a really good company I worked for, they were limited to what products I could give people. So in 1999, I opened Secure Choices Insurance Services, and now I represent just about every single company. So,
well, congratulations on your success.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that's what I love about what you do, because you're not just going just to Humana or just to United, but you represent all these companies so that you truly can, because the plans are so different.
Yes.
And Medicare, to me, remains one of the most confusing things that I've ever run across. But you understand it, you know it frontwards and backwards, and like you said, you go to the client, or the client comes to you, and you find out what are their medical needs, because different plans react to different needs, different prescriptions, different doctor networks than others do.
Yes.
So tell us, in the complicated world of Medicare, what's new in 2023?
There has been some wonderful things that have been happening this year.
Good.
Yeah. Social Security went up 8.7%.
Okay.
Medicare premium went down from $170 to $164.90.
I saw that.
I know.
I said, what is this?
Well, what it is, a lot has to do with the pharmaceutical companies.
Okay.
There was a new Alzheimer's drug that came out that actually Medicare felt that it was going to be a lot higher than what they charged, and so they were able to drop the premiums. Not only did the premium go down, also the Part B deductible went down from $230 to $226. They also now are covering more vaccines for free for seniors, and I encourage people. The shingle shot is now available for free for everyone, as well as they have the pneumonia shot, flu shot, vaccines, COVID, of course, and hepatitis B. So there's been some wonderful changes.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What is key for someone, either, if they're in a plan and they're saying, well, my premium hasn't gone down, or I'm not getting these deductibles and everything. What is their ability to change plans mid-year?
There are certain times a year that we have that what they call is the annual enrollment period is from October 15th through December 7th with an effective date of January 1st that a person can change. There's also an open enrollment period from January 1st to March 31st where a Medicare Advantage plan person can change to a different Medicare Advantage plan or go back to original Medicare. Then there are special enrollment periods throughout the year. Say if you're working, continue to work past age 65 and you keep your employer coverage, you can come off of that throughout the year and at any time and join. If you have Medicaid, you can change quarterly, and there's many different special enrollment periods.
There's insurance companies on every single corner.
Yeah.
And we all know 10 people that provide insurance. What sets you apart?
I believe it's because of service. When a person signs an application, we don't go away. We tell that person if they have an issue with a hospital or a doctor or insurance company, we want them to call us. We have special forums that we can escalate things, and it's just a less headache for the senior. As well as we're not a 1-800 number. We're local. They can come to the office, they can see us one-on-one and see how we work. As well as, which is really cool, is every September we contact our clients for an annual enrollment to see if they're in the right plan going forward to the next year. Not many insurance agencies do this because it's a lot of work, but we don't charge anything for that. We get a commission from the insurance company, so there's no charges to our clients, and then we just make sure that they're in the correct company going forward.
Tell me about someone that really impacted your life, a customer you worked with that you think about every time you go to work.
There's a lot of them. I would have to say Mr. and Mrs. Dingle. They're passed on now. And I used to go have lunch with them because their daughter was out of the country. And so they were alone. And I would go have lunch with them and just sit and listen to, he was in the wars and World War I, World War II, and he was just an amazing, the stories they have. And also, I'd have to say, I have another client that I used to go to see him, and he would tell me joke after joke after joke. And his wife was actually on the city council, and she was the one that got Alzheimer's. They moved into a facility. Mm-hmm. She was in the nursing home end of it. He actually moved into the assisted living side just to be next to her.
As you both serve the senior community, how do your services work together? Do you work with the same clientele, mm-hmm. and how does the relationship work between the the senior advisor, as well as the insurance side?
Yeah, so as I'm meeting my clients and I'm going through, because at some point we have to get down to the money, because I always try to put together a budget, and I don't like, showing or placing my clients in communities where they're upside down, unless they have millions of dollars in savings. But I like to keep them within their sustainable income. So I kind of go through somewhat detail their financial, and I see what they're paying out in Medicare and their Advantage plans and stuff. So quite often I see numbers that don't make sense to me, or they're having a lot of bills beyond what Medicare is paying or beyond what their plan is paying. I was with a client yesterday and said, well, yeah, we had a rehab stay, and for the first 20 days, Medicare is supposed to pay 100%. And they said, well, and then the place sent us a bill for $2,200 for those 20 days. I said, that is not right. And I said, you need to call Karen and get to the bottom of this, because you should not have a bill for that. So I quite frequently run into situations where the Medicare, either what they're paying in premiums or what they're experiencing with their policies, is not correct. And so I can use her as a resource to get these things straightened out for my clients.
Well, Karen, I appreciate you coming on today and updating us on the insurance market and all the amazing things you do for the community.
Thank you.
To find out more about Karen and David and the services they offer the senior community, visit us at iwantabuzz.com. We'll see you next time on Caring About Seniors.